now and press the bell icon. Never miss an update.
Hello everyone, a very warm welcome to our InfoThink channel and welcome you all. Friends, in this video we are going to discuss a very important questions on current banking affairs and current banking and financial awareness MCQs. Friends, these MCQs I am covering between 16th April to 25th April. So these MCQs which will useful for your all upcoming banking and other financial related exams. Friends, you can download this lecture PDF from our Telegram group. So that link I have given in the description section and also I have pinned in comment section in this video. Now let's start our session. Friends, now the question says RBI has approved the appointment of Atanu Chakrabarti as the part-time chairman of which bank recently? Now we'll see the options. Options are A. HDFC Bank, B. ICICI Bank, C. State Bank of India, D. Punjab National Bank. In none of this. Friends, Reserve Bank of India recently has approved the appointment of Atanu Chakrabarti as the part-time chairman of HDFC Bank. So he was former Economic Affairs Secretary also. So now Reserve Bank of India has approved the appointment of Atanu Chakrabarti as the part-time chairman and additional independent director of this private sector lender HDFC Bank. So right answer is option A. It is right answer. So HDFC Bank. So RBI has approved the appointment of Atanu Chakrabarti as the part-time chairman of HDFC Bank. Now next question says which Indian financial body has announced to set up Regulations Review Authority RRA 2.0 from 1st May 2021 for 1 year. Now we'll see the options. Options are A. SEBI, B. RBI, C. IRDAI, D. NABARD. In none of these. So friends, they are asking which Indian financial body. So of course answer is option B. It is RBI. Friends, RBI will set up a new regulations review authority. So they are reviewing these regulations periodically. So that they are calling as the RBI set up a new regulations review authority, that is RRA 2.0 from 1st May 2021. So friends, this RRA will be set up for a period of 1 year and unless the timeline is extended by RBI. And also Mr. Rajeshwar Rao is our Deputy Governor of RBI. So he will be headed of this Regulations Review Authority 2.0. So friends, you need to remember here, every year they are going to review these regulations. So that name is Regulations Review Authority. That body name is. So RBI going to set up this one first from 1st May 2021 onwards. So it will be every year. And Mr. Rajeshwar Rao is the Deputy Governor of RBI. He will be headed of this Regulations Review Authority. So the right answer is option B. It is RBI. Now moving forward, the next question says Reserve Bank of India has constituted a 6-member panel to review the working of asset reconstruction companies, ARCs. So who is the head of this panel? The question is who is the head of this asset reconstruction companies panel head? Now we'll see the options. Options are A. Harshakumar Banwala, B. N.C. Muniappa, C. Sudarshan Sen, D. N.S. Swaminathan. In none of this. Friends, Reserve Bank of India has constituted a 6-member panel to carry out comprehensive review of this working of asset reconstruction companies, ARCs. So in the financial sector ecosystem. So this panel will be headed by our former ED of RBI, or former Executive Director of RBI, Sudarshan Sen. So option C, it is right answer for this question. So RBI constituted a 6-member panel to review the working of asset reconstruction companies. So for this Sudarshan Sen, he is the head of this panel, this 6 members panel. So it is Sudarshan Sen. Earlier he was ED of our Reserve Bank of India. Now next question says Murali M. Natarajan has been reappointed as MD and CEO of which bank? Murali M. Natarajan has been reappointed, has been reappointed as MD and CEO of which bank? We'll see the options, friends. Options are A. DCB Bank, B. ICICI Bank, C. Axis Bank, D. Kotak Mahindra Bank. In none of this. Friends, Reserve Bank of India has approved the reappointment of Murali M. Natarajan as MD and CEO of our private sector bank. It is a DCB bank. So it is DCB bank for the period of 1 year. So RBI reappointed Murali M. Natarajan for 1 year period. They extended his period for 1 year. So it is he is reappointed as MD and CEO of this DCB bank. So option A, it is right answer. Option A, what is the answer? Is a DCB bank. So DCB bank is the right answer for this question. Next question says the Pay by Bank app. The Pay by Bank app. It is app name. So it has been launched by which bank in partnership with Mastercard? This is the options. Options are A, DCB Bank, B, ICICI Bank, C, RBL Bank, D, Kotak Mahindra Bank. In none of this. Friends, the Mumbai based private sector bank, it is RBL Bank. So RBL Bank has partnered with this Mastercard to launch a mobile app called this Pay by Bank app. That app name is Pay by Bank. So it is launched by RBL Bank. It is Mumbai based public sector bank, private sector bank. Now next question says how much amount has been allocated to the Startup India Seed Fund scheme? How much amount has been allocated to Startup India Seed Fund scheme? Friends, we'll see the options. Options are A, 900 crores, B, 945 crores, C, 1000 crores, D, 1200 crores. In none of this. Friends, our Union Minister Piyush Goyal has launched this Startup India Seed Fund scheme. So in the month of April 19th. So this fund aims to provide financial assistance to startups. So mainly this fund aims to provide financial assistance to startup for proof of concept and prototype development and product trials, market entry and commercialization. So government has approved 945 crores. So option B is the right answer. Government has approved 945 crore corpus for this Startup India Seed Fund scheme. So which will be divided into next 4 years beginning from 1st April of this month onwards. So for providing seed funding to eligible startups through eligible incubators across India. So overall you need to remember this abbreviation also SISFS, it is Startup India Seed Fund Scheme. This scheme is launched by our Union Minister Piyush Goyal ji, and government has allocated for the next 4 years it is 945 crore rupees. 945 crore rupees. It is the overall fund allocated to this Startup India Seed Fund scheme. So you need to remember this scheme why. So this scheme, the main aim is to provide financial assistance to startups. Financial assistance to startups. Now coming to next question, the question says what is the projected GDP growth prediction rate of India for the financial 2022 by ICRA? By ICRA. We'll see the options. Options are A, 10 to 10%, B, 10 to 11%, C, 10 to 10.5%, D, 10 to 11.5%. In none of these. Friends, our domestic rating agency, it is ICRA. So ICRA is, it is domestic, it is Indian based rating agency. So it has cut the growth estimation of India for the year 21-22 by 0.5%. So on the upper end. So and now experts that economy is they are saying economy to grow around 10 to 10.5% in the year 21-22. So as against 10% to 11% estimated in earlier projection. Now right answer is option C. It is 10 to 10.5% is it is the right answer for this question. So now and that experts are expecting our economy to grow around 10 to 10.5% for the year 21 and 22. This prediction was projected by our ICRA, our domestic rating agency. It is ICRA. Earlier that ICRA expected 10 to 11%, but now they reduced 0.5%. So it is an upper end. So that's why it became 10.5. So they are expecting 10 to 10.5 between. Now next question says Fitch Ratings has kept the sovereign ratings of India at dash in the financial 2022 with dash outlook. Friends, we'll see the options. Options are A, BBB negative growth and a negative outlook, B, BBB stable outlook, and C, BB negative and BB stable. Option E, it is none of these. Friends, our rating agency Fitch, so which has kept our sovereign rating of India, it is unchanged. So as earlier, it is BBB negative outlook. Option A, it is right answer. So in terms of sovereign rating, our S&P also, our Standard & Poor are currently also given BBB negative A only. So same, and Fitch and our S&P both are given same rating, that is our sovereign rating, this BBB negative growth only, negative outlook only. So option A, it is right answer. Fitch and S&P given same sovereign rating to our country. Now the next question says, what is the revised GDP growth rate projection for India in financial 2022 by SBI Research? Earlier S&P, Fitch, now it is SBI. Now we see the options. Options are A 10.5%, B 11.4%, C 11%, D 10.4% in and of this. Friends, State Bank of India, SBI, it is research has revised our India's GDP growth rate for the financial 21-22. So they are expecting 10.4%. So option D, it is right answer. So and India Ratings and Research, it is also India RA, it is so it is India RA also expecting same around 10.1% they are expecting. So SBI expecting 10.4%. So it is our GDP growth rate projection. So for this question, SBI expecting 10.4 and India Ratings and Research Agency, Ind RA, it is expecting 10.1% only. Now next question says, RBI has released a show cause notice before cancelling license of fraud hit in which NBFC mutual fund industry, MFI. Sorry friends. Now this is options. Options are A, Annapurna Microfinance Private Limited, B, Sambandh FinServe Private Limited, C, Arona FinService Private Limited, D, Bandhan Financial Services Private Limited in and of this. Friends, Reserve Bank of India has recently released a show cause notice before cancelling the license of fraud hit in Sambandh Financial Private Limited. So option B, it is right answer. So this Sambandh Financial Private Limited, it is an NBFC MFI. So this Sambandh Financial Services Limited has lost its net worth below the regulatory minimum and its financial situation worsened, so beyond redemption over the recent months. So that is why RBI has released a show cause notice. So before cancelling license of this NBFC, so there might be a fraud hit in this financial services. So that is why RBI going to cancel license. So before that they have to give show cause. So that is why RBI has released a show cause. And also this Sambandh Finance Service Private Limited. So it is NBFC and it is mutual fund industry also. So this headquarters, it is Odisha based company. It is Odisha based NBFC Sambandh Finance Private Limited. Friends, now next question says, with which financial firm Indiabulls Housing Finance Limited partnered to grant housing loans to home buyers at competitive rates? So which financial firm? Now we'll see the options. Options are A, LIC Housing Finance, B, GIC Housing Finance, C, HDFC Limited, D, Reliance Housing Finance Development Private Limited, E, none of these. Friends, the Indiabulls Housing Finance Limited, we will call it as IBH in short form. So it has entered into a strategic co-lending partnership with HDFC Limited. So they have entered into a partnership to grant housing loans to home buyers at competitive rates. So under this partnership, so the funding ratio will be 80:20 ratio. So that is 80% of the loans will be with HDFC books and 20% of the loans with our Indiabulls Housing Finance Limited. So that is why they both are strategic partnership happened between those companies and to grant housing loans to home buyers at competitive rates. Now when it comes to headquarters of this Indiabulls, it is Mumbai only. It is Mumbai based Indiabulls Housing Finance Limited. Now next question says, LIC has appointed which organization to conduct its digital transactions? LIC has appointed which organization to conduct its digital transactions? Now which is the options? A, Visa, B, Mastercard, C, PhonePe, D, Paytm, in none of this. Friends, our Life Insurance Corporation of India, LIC, has selected Paytm to conduct their digital transactions with an aim to enhance the digital payment ecosystem. So option D, it is right answer. So LIC has selected Paytm to conduct the digital transactions with an aim to enhance the digital payment ecosystem. So when it comes to strategy part of this LIC present chairman M.R. Kumar and Paytm CEO Vijay Shekhar Sharma. So LIC, of course, it is Mumbai based, and Paytm, it is Noida, it is UP based, Uttar Pradesh based payment bank company. This platform, digital transaction platform, PhonePe. And if you haven't yet subscribed my channel, please subscribe my Invoting YouTube channel and press the bell icon to get the latest notification to your mobile. Thanks for watching. Thank you. Jai Hind.